Hiya guys, so it's been a minute, just been a bit of a minute since I've picked up the camera, but yeah, there's just hasn't really been anything to film, but a lot of things have changed in the last couple of weeks. So I've had my last day of work just over a week ago, actually about 10 days ago now. And let me tell you, I had so many plans of things to do between finishing work and actually leaving Inverness, but pretty much done nothing at all. And the unfortunate reality of that was that I've been ill. So yeah, I've been fighting a pretty hefty cold, which had me out of commission for most of the last 2 weeks. But yeah, feeling back to normal now. It's kind of a little bit, I wouldn't call it karma, maybe a little bit, but basically about a month ago or so, I was literally bragging to one of my colleagues that for the whole time I was working there, I did not have to call in sick once. And then last week of work, and I'm feeling absolutely awful. So yeah, my last day of work was only 3 days anyway, but yeah, had to call in on the first day. Did go in on my second day, only lasted about 3 hours before I went home for another 12 hours of sleep. And then my very last day, I was just like, I can't miss my last day of work. So went in, powered through it. Didn't feel great, but you know, not completely horrible. But then that definitely took the last of my energy, and then yeah, pretty much either in my bed or on the sofa for the next week. It does happen sometimes, you know, I'm lucky enough, I'm not ill very often, but yeah, it really got me this time. But yeah, so yeah, had lots of plans, didn't really get to kind of make use of this first bit of time off, but yeah, it gave me plenty of time to catch up on some reading, and also I've watched a lot of TV. Now I'm not I do really like films, but my big weakness is definitely TV shows. There's a fair few that I like to watch, and yeah, definitely caught up with all of them, as well as, oh my god, I kept seeing clips of a new show on YouTube Shorts and Instagram, pretty much everywhere, which is called The White Olive Tree. And oh my god, if you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I really enjoyed the show, I really did, but well, it threw me. It was such an emotional roller coaster. As I said, it was really good, but yeah, it is quite, let's say, I got really into it, and but yeah, it was something a little bit different. No, it is a Chinese TV show. It's not really something I'm usually familiar with, but like I said, I did see clips all over Instagram and everywhere, so I decided to give it a go. But yeah, it means it's in Chinese, you know, with English subtitles. But yeah, it's an brilliant 38 episodes, so something nice to get stuck into. But yeah, some people will say it is a little bit slow moving in places, obviously due to that huge episode count, but I do quite like that about TV shows, probably because why I prefer shows over films, because yeah, it gives you lots of time for character development, and let me tell you, there was a lot of that this time on this show. But yeah, as I said, if you don't mind subtitles and a lot of emotions, really cool show to watch. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm feeling a lot better now. Still have a little bit of a cough, but that should disappear over the next few days, and literally right in time for our big adventure. So I've mostly packed up my room. Still got a little bit of washing to do, some last bit of organising. But yeah, in 2 days time we'll be packing up the car and heading out for our next big Scotland round trip adventure, where I still have no real idea what exactly I'll be doing. But yeah, we'll figure that out on the way. But yeah, for now you see I'm back on the beach. It might look familiar from not a very recent video where I've been here, and this place here is Rosemarkie. But yeah, when I took you here last time, we only did a very short, quick walk just to get some fresh air. But today we're exploring a little bit further, and I'm actually walking down the beach a lot more. And yeah, just showing you a bit more of this area on the Black Isle. So it's still quite bitterly cold out here. We are right around 0 degrees, and the sun, it was out for a little moment, but right now I can't even find it at the moment. It's there, hiding behind some clouds. So it's definitely not going to be the day to sit down on the beach and enjoy the view. But bundled up like I am, as long as you're walking, it is very much tolerable, and the fresh air does feel really nice after being cooped up inside for like 10 days in a row pretty much. So I've walked up along this beach for about half an hour now, and I think I am gonna turn around. Like I said, it is pretty cold, and also the tide is coming in. Now if you walk on this beach, behind there is a path off the sand that you can take back if the tide does close in, but I much prefer to walk on the sand, so I'm going to start making my way back to make sure that water doesn't cut me off. I'm not far away from the car now, and even though it has been again another walk on the shorter side, it's just been so nice to get outside, and especially also hearing that ocean there right next to me, because yeah, as I said, I'm not the best with being cooped up inside. As I said, I'm quite good at distracting myself, as I said, reading a lot, watching a lot of shows and all of that, but yeah, I much prefer being out here. I just feel like it gives me like a bunch of energy, you know, in a way, like this little walk, it has tired me quite a bit, of course also walking on sand, which is a little bit harder, but you know, not feeling the fittest on the first walk in about 2.5-3 weeks is to be expected, and I'll be spending a lot more time on my feet and outdoors once we get going in a couple of days. And yeah, it's just too good to get out, catch some fresh air, and start to get, I guess, acclimatized to walking. car after our nice little walk, and so that's it for the kind of nice part of the day. And now for the next hour or two, I've just got a couple of errands to run. So I've got to stop by Lidl's first to just get a couple of things, and then depending if I find everything I need or not, might need to stop at Tesco's afterwards. I don't know if you experience the same, but I do love Lidl, and you know, you get stuff quite a bit cheaper than in other places, but there always seems to be 2 or 3 things that you're looking for that you can't find. You'll have to go elsewhere for it. But yeah, so I'm gonna hit the shops for a minute. Then I also, on the way home, I do need to stop by the dump. I do have an old suitcase in the back that is literally falling apart at the seams. I was thinking about chucking it last time I moved, but I just used it as some storage basically. But I would not trust taking it on an airplane or on an actual trip anymore. But yeah, it's time to get rid of it. It's too big to put in the household waste at home, so I'm gonna drop it off at the dump. I also do have a bag full of clothes that I'll be donating, so there's tons of donation boxes around here, so I'll just stop at one I see on the road to drop that off. And I think that's it for a moment. After that we'll head home, and I'll do some more cleaning, washing and packing the rest of my stuff, I guess. But yeah, off to Lidl's. Right, so just finished at Lidl's, and as predicted, I do need to stop at Tesco's for a couple of extra things. But basically I'm just getting some provisions really for the start of my road trip. Just some, you know, snacks, a little bit of fruit like bananas, and I think I've got some tangerines as well. Just, you know, stuff that doesn't go off super quickly. I've also bought a couple of little things like some mug shots, or, you know, some soup. Basically stuff that I could cook on my little camping cooker in the one, you know, with just some hot water or stuff that just needs heating up. Because I am going to try, I mean, I am going to eat out a lot. I'm going to stop in cafes and stuff, but I also want to be able to just make my own snack. You know, I hope to spend some time a little bit more away in the middle of, not in the middle of nowhere, but kind of away from the bigger towns. So I just want to have the opportunity of either just cooking a little something by the car, or if I'm going on a hike, you know, have something I can just cook with my little camping cooker. But yeah, headed to Tesco's. One thing I want to get is just some milk powder. Not my favourite thing, but I want to be able, as I said, to make some tea or hot drinks, maybe also some porridge in the morning, and I much prefer that with some milk. Now, of course, normal milk will go off pretty quickly, so I'm just planning on getting some powdered milk. And what else? There's something else that I was going to get. We'll see. Hopefully by the time I walk into Tesco's I'll remember what else I was going to get. Alright, rest of the shopping is done. I've gotten everything else I was looking for, and yeah, time to head back into Inverness and stop by the dump before heading home. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for today. It's gotten really sunny now all of a sudden, but yeah, unfortunately I've got stuff to do at home. I've got to finish packing and everything. So yeah, thanks for joining in today. Hope you're all as excited as I am for the many adventures and a lot of exploring to get done over the next 4 or 5 weeks or so. And yeah, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.